Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Black and Abroad in Asia. My name is Randy Flagg and I'm your host. So, we got a news story here that just came out, and I'm going to read it and I'm going to give you my opinion. Ethiopian woman faces execution in China. And and what do you think it's for? What do you think it's for? Hmm? A local entrepreneur, I don't even know that name. I'm not going to even try to pronounce it, is in the custody of the government of China, accused of trafficking cocaine, and is expected to be charged with an offense whose likely outcome is expected to be execution. Oh, my nose. The 27-year-old, who is a graduate of Addis Ababa University's engineering program, was said to be traveling to China when she was arrested due to import construction products to Ethiopia. So let me guess what happened without even reading it, okay? She was importing some stuff from Ethiopia, and then her friend asked her to import some type of product. She didn't inspect the product, or she inspected the product, but all looked well, and there was some kind of secret compartment inside whatever product, and they found cocaine, and now she has been arrested. That's basically the gist of it. And she said she did it because it was her best friend, and you know that's what it is. And now she's probably facing death, and because she is from the continent of Africa, what they're going to do is that they're just going to pass the death penalty to her. And the death penalty in China is not like the death penalty in America. In America, you're going to be there. When they say the death penalty for you, you're going to be like 30 years old and you're not going to get the death penalty. Even if it even does ever come, you're not going to get the death penalty until like 20 years later. Okay, due to all the appeals and all this other nonsense and stuff that you got to go through. But when China hands down the death penalty, you can expect to die within like a week or two. You're done. There's no appeal process. I mean, there's appeal process, but China has like a 99.9999% conviction rate. Okay, your lawyer basically representing you is just a shield for the government. There's no hope. He's not on your side. You're just done. You're dead. So this woman is most likely going to die. Now, if you're an American citizen, let me knock on wood, it's unlikely that you will get the death penalty because America is a very powerful country, and there will be maybe some sort of repercussion to if they try to impose a death penalty. There's going to be some kind of tit for tat thing or something, or America will react, and maybe the news stations will get all crazy. Now, I don't know if they're going to do that for black people. Like, I think if a black person, American, gets caught with drugs, or he gets accused of selling drugs or moving drugs within China, and then maybe he's wrongly convicted or what have you, or wrongly accused, I don't think the American government is going to fight very hard to get that black person out of trouble. Here's what I saw. Now, when it came to Wendell Brown, no one gave a shit. Okay? And I think part of it is because, like, he's black and he's not aesthetically pleasing. Okay? And his mom is not aesthetically pleasing. I'm just being real. Okay? And it can't sell paper, it can't sell the news. They need somebody aesthetically pleasing, somebody who has pale skin, preferably blonde hair and blue eyes. Look how they keep talking about, they're still talking about Otto Wimbar because he was a fairly, according to our beauty standards, America's beauty standards, Western beauty standards, he was aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So they could sell that news story. But in terms of like a black American, if you don't, and it also has to do with class. So like, yeah, you have Lonzo Ball, he stole sunglasses, right? They made that a big deal, okay? But if it was a regular person who stole sunglasses, he would have been in jail for maybe 2 or 3 years, because any little thing you do in China, you getting convicted, you going to jail, okay? So they put you in jail for 2 years for stealing sunglasses, while maybe a regular Chinese citizen won't even get jail time, won't even get arrested probably. You probably get reprimanded or something because it was only sunglasses. But a foreigner, they're gonna make a an example out of you, and then you're gonna be in trouble. So you'll end up getting 2 or 3 years, and then a fine, and also deported, and also not being able to see your family members or whatever. So that's what happened to Wendell Brown. I'm only going by what I see happening with other foreigners. So he's taking it like a champ. Like, if I was Wendell, I'd be upset at this system like a mother brother. But he knows, like, if he says something against China, they're gonna put him in jail for a longer period. So he's serving the whole 4 years. Like, he's not even getting off for time served or good behavior. He's serving the whole 4 years, and they don't have evidence that he did anything. You know, so I think it's just somebody with a vendetta or whatever. I'm very upset about that. So if you're black, you're not going to get any help from the American government, and the Chinese tend to give blacks more time, I would say, than the other people. But when you go to jail, when you go to Chinese jail, I heard it's filled with African people. It's crazy. And I mean, the reality of the situation is, and I'm just going to give you my opinion, and I keep it real, son. I don't really do business with people from Africa when it comes to importing or exporting. I would never do business with them. And the reason with that, not even if it's from any country, okay, except like a fellow American, from any basically third world country, you could say, right? And Australia, because Australia, they got something to do with, they getting convicted a lot when it comes to importing, exporting drugs. Okay, a lot of Australians convicted on death row and all that stuff. So I don't do, if there was to be business to be done, importing and exporting, I don't do no business like that with these with people from Africa, with people from Australia. Because you try to do business with exporting and importing, you doing something, people coming to me a lot of time, they say, Randy, we could do some business. You send sneakers over here, and I could send some stuff from America to China, and blase, blase, blase. And then listen, I go to receive the product from customs or what have you, and then it winds up being some kind of cocaine mixed with some chemical that makes the cocaine hard, and you don't know that is actually cocaine, right? And you think it's a bottle of shampoo, but the chemical compounds of it are actually cocaines or methamphetamine or ketamine or something like that, and then you're done. Your lawyer, you have no lawyer. Your lawyer's a shill. The American embassy, nigga, you black, you going to fucking jail. You ain't getting out. The niggas don't give a shit about us niggas out here. Okay? You're done. So I refuse to do business like this kind of import and export. I'm going to extend it to anybody. where you import and exporting shit, I'm not doing it. And the reason why is you could easily get sabotaged, not only by your fellow friends. Look how this woman got sabotaged by her best friend, okay? Supposedly be her best friend. I believe she was sabotaged, okay? It happens a lot here. They may ask you, yo, can you carry the suitcase over there? Or can you wear these sneakers? We want you, you're going back to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Just put these sneakers on for me, because I want you to advertise these sneakers. And then when you take the plane, you get off the airport, just give those sneakers to my friend, and then you could wear your old sneakers. No problem, right? But them sneakers under the seams or somewhere else is cocaine in the soles. It's some kind of crack, cocaine, or what have you. You going back. Well, it wouldn't be leaving China going to Africa. It would be like leaving China going to Australia or something. And my friend's gonna meet you or what have you, or leaving China going to Indonesia, and both of them got the death penalty. So you trusting these people who you think are your friends, man, and you will die. People don't give a shit, especially these third world country niggas, Negroes, ninjas, whatever you want to call them. I was dealing with like a Nigerian dude, and he was several steps shady, and he was like delivering like war materials and all this kind of stuff. Like, and back then I didn't think about that, but when you think about it, you like, Negro could set you up. They could set you up. Not only people on his side, but Chinese could even set you up. They don't like you for some reason. You hitting on a girlfriend, or you hitting on the same girl that they like. And then they'll set you up with some drugs and call the police and look, this dude doing drugs. It's just because that's what happens here. Like I got a friend who knows of like 6 friends already who has friends who have been interrogated by the police. And why? Because some Chinese dude called the police station and said, oh yeah, this guy smokes marijuana. These people smoke marijuana. And they all got deported because they taking hair samples and your blood. They take your blood, and you know what? The hair sample, that takes like 3 to 4 months to get out your system. So if you smoked a blunt like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, and you be like, yo, I'm safe, man, I ain't smoking no more. Nah, they still got you, man. And that's why, I watch what I eat. I'm glad I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Some carcinogen could be known to say, oh, you got elements of marijuana in you. I don't eat oregano. I don't eat none of that shit, man, because the slightest infraction, the Chinese have the upper hand here. And you do something to piss them off, they call the cops on you. You're like, yo. And the cops believe them 100%. Like, that's how crazy it is. They believe them 100% because there's some decree passed down, yo. We ain't taking this shit no more. This is China. They got Mungy Way. We about to put some feet in people's asses. And that's why I just go to work. I just work, do my shit, go back home. I eat the same shit every day. I'm not fucking around. Like, deviate off your path if you want. The reason why I do the same shit, eat the same shit every day, because I know what's in it. I don't eat from other people. I don't do none of that shit, man. I don't congregate with friends, because I used to congregate with friends. I don't do that shit no more, because birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather, man. I got friends, they do their thing. They doing, you with them and you caught up in some shit that you like, yo, they didn't have anything to do with me, right? And this is my main concern is my children. That's my main concern. Fuck everybody else. It's my children. So you got people telling me, yo, let's start this business. I ain't starting shit with you. You gonna put some fucking cocaine in them goddamn sneakers, and then you gonna send them shits to me. Or the other side in Guangzhou is gonna be like, we don't work with niggas, and we gonna put some cocaine in your fucking shoes to send to America when we shipping these shoes, and then I'm gonna get the death penalty. Fuck that shit. Hell the fuck to the no. And it leaves you kind of pigeonholed. Like the safest thing to do right now is being on the web, because there's proof of what you've done, of what you talk about. You leave a blueprint, right? And as long as you don't go overboard, like I won't go overboard with the Chinese, because I know they will bring that fire. You know, they will bring that fire. That's why I'm like, yo, I love Shanghai. And I really do. You know, this is my city, man. Like, I love this city. So it's like my second home. I don't got any really disparaging things. Actually, Shanghai got better. Like, shit, 3 years ago, they used to have firecrackers in New Year's Eve. They don't have that shit no more. They don't got those people on the miserable bikes no more. You know, so they improving. They improving to the point where I don't have to complain that much, you know. So I'm cool with Shanghai, but I try not to get under other people's skin except that faggot ass motherfucker. You know who I'm talking about. You know, except that faggot ninja. Fucking cowardly lion. So yeah, you gotta watch yourself when you in Shanghai, man. I mean, when you in China. Watch who you doing business with, because she was doing business with people and now she's in jail. Look, Nasrawit, who has been involved in construction projects around Ethiopia as a contractor, was said to have agreed to transport shampoos belonging to a childhood friend, unbeknownst to her, contained cocaine. The friend was reprimanded by Addis Ababa police. Only reprimanded, not put in jail, but has since been released, and her whereabouts are unknown. It was a girl who did that. See, the girl got jealous and set her ass up. According to Nasrawit's friends, she was briefly in Kenya. Butha's return and was prevented from leaving the country at Boli International Airport as she attempted to fly to Thailand last week. Why are you flying to Thailand? That's suspicious. China, one of the world's leading countries in implementing the execution punishment for convicted of drug offenses, has a deterrent for others from committing such a crime. Now, do I agree with that people should be put to death for trafficking drugs? Man, that's something I don't know how to answer, you know? That's something I really, honestly, I don't know how to answer that. Should you be put in jail for drugs, for trafficking drugs? I don't know, but what I do know is that Chinese society is fairly safe, like, at least for foreigners. It's a fairly safe country. If you're gonna die, you're gonna die for some dumb motherfucker running you over with a truck. That's how you're gonna die. Or a goddamn saw blade coming out of nowhere and decapitating you from some stupid construction worker. That's how you're gonna die. But you really won't die from getting knifed up or shot up because somebody's hard pressed for cash. That's not how it goes here. It's relatively very safe. It's the safest place I've ever been to in my life, you know. And that's pretty much the biggest reason why I stay here, because I feel safe. All right. So maybe this death deterrent does actually help. Maybe China's form of government does help. Would I trade China's form of government for safety for America's form of government? That is another, I mean, that's a hard question, you know, because believe me, if I was in America, I'd be complaining about shit too. I'm telling you, I'd be complaining. I'd be talking about stuff too in America. So just different things. So what form of government is better? You got to think about it. The people here are safe in America, man. Like New York, you can't walk out after 9 o'clock, man. After 10 o'clock with all your jewelry on in a Ferrari. You cannot do that. You will get robbed, especially where I'm from. But in China, you can rock freaking gold teeth fronts, a Ferrari of the highest class, $1 million in the back of your trunk, and park it in front of a club at 3 a.m. and you will be fine. Okay, there will be no problem. You know. So I just don't like the censorship. I don't like the censorship. They're not like where you can't say what you want to say without drastic repercussions. That's basically one of the only things I cannot stand about living here. The racism, you know, that too. Other things that you could work within the lines. But I think I've been ranting long enough, and yeah, hopefully you like and subscribe, and yeah, like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe, and contribute to the Patreon because I'm gonna be putting some videos very soon. All right, so I'm out, kid. I'm out. Stay sharp, people. Stay sharp.